Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. You're watching TBBAT's Coffee Break with Drake, and I have another very special edition for you. Why is this one special? I hear you say, Drake, why is this one special? I can hear you, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, because I had my friends, Tim and Christine, who are world travelers themselves, when they were over in Hawaii, I had them pick me up some coffee. Drake, I can hear you say again, I can get Hawaiian coffee anywhere. That's kind of true. Kind of true. Next time you go to the store and you see something that says Hawaiian coffee, look at the percentage and you'll see 10%. Why? Why are you only getting 10% Hawaiian coffee when you go to the stores and buy it? Because it's so expensive. That's right. It's expensive. So they will call it Hawaiian coffee, but then they'll see 10%. They'll put it right on there, 10%. So when they were over in Hawaii, I asked them very kindly, please look for some Hawaiian coffee that is 100%, and that's exactly what they did. So I would like to introduce you to 100% Hawaiian coffee. How does it taste? How much was it? Was it worth all that? You're going to find out in just a minute. Stay tuned. So I'm going to just tell you, I am so excited to try this. Very, very, very excited to try this. I love coffee reviews. I love different stuff. And I've tried the 10% Hawaiian coffee and I thought, what does 100% taste like? And why is it so hard to get? So when Tim and Christine were over there, I told them to keep an eye out. I asked them to be conscious of price because, again, it is very expensive. And even over in Hawaii, it's expensive. However, they were able to find this bad boy for me. It is 16 ounces, so it's a full pound of coffee. Now, this is coffee Hawaii's Choice. 100% estate Kona coffee from Big Island, Hawaii Tropical Fruit and Edible Nursery. Captain Cook, Hawaii. So this is legit, straight off the island. And they found this for me, a pound for $30. Now, what does that mean in terms of regular coffee? Before this current spike in coffee prices at the beginning of 2025, you could get a pound of coffee for, let's just call it $20 average, and right around there. So you're looking at least $10 more for a pound of coffee before you take anything else into consideration, like the drought and stuff like that that's going on. So you don't really find it in the stores because I'm quite sure these people are thinking, well, it's very hard to put out a coffee and charge $30 a pound. And they usually only, put out 12-ounce bags and stuff like that in the stores. And the average price for a 12-ounce bag at like a Walmart or whatever is like $12 or $14. This would be closer to like $18 range for that. So it probably wouldn't get bought and purchased at that price point. So what they do is they put 10% coffee, 10% of the Hawaiian coffee in with the regular the mix of whatever else they're putting in there. And they're putting it on the shelf for whatever price, $12 or $14. But you're really not getting the taste of the Hawaiian coffee itself. So, all that being said, we're going to break this open and I'm going to try for the first time ever 100% Hawaiian coffee. I've tried coffee from all around the world. I'm super excited about this. I've already cut into the back of this. So let's open it up a little bit more, give it a sniff. These are beans, not browns so far, which is the way I usually like it, and medium roast. I asked them to look for light roast, but medium roast is all they could find. Totally fine. There's a very, very rich chocolatey kind of flavoring coming from these beans. At medium roast, you're still getting some of the original coffee bean flavorings, and the beans are at a nice medium brown. So look at that. Very rich look and flavor to it, smell. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and load this up, talk some more about it. Yeah, so when I do these grinders, and just in case you have a grinder of your own and you're starting off, I found that, I over pour, under pour, whatever. When you're pouring it into one of these grinders here, at least this is a Hamilton Beach grinder, if you see the black knob here sticking out and then the coffee's like level with that, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good amount. It should give you a fair amount of coffee, just enough for one of these bad boys here for single servings. So that'll give you like a cup of coffee. So let's grind this up. Let's reface this so you can get to see the pretty packaging. And I'm actually going to clip that just so we don't get a spill. Okay, so that's done. All right, let's do the next sniffer test. Very nice. I like the look of it. Nice consistency and coloration. It's a very strong smell. Very chocolatey, guys. I'm very excited about this. I have a feeling this is going to be a nice, rich, chocolatey cup of coffee. At a medium roast, that means you're still getting the flavoring of the beans themselves, not just the roast. So my guess is that even if this is a lighter roast, you'd still be getting a lot of chocolatey smell from this. And my assumption is taste. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, so I put 10 ounces of water in this. I will say once again, and I've said it before, how much water you put in directly influences the taste of the coffee. Now, it's an obvious statement, but I have to say it because what's very important as a coffee drinker is finding the right amount of water that you like, and that will change per coffee. It's just the way it is. So this coffee here, you have to, I put 10 ounces in, might make it too strong or too weak, but 10 ounces at another coffee might be the perfect amount. You're just gonna have to play it by ear. It's a hobby. It's something you're paying attention to. It's worth it. If you're just an average drinker that just doesn't care about these things, it doesn't really matter. So that being said, $30 for 16 ounces works out to $1.87 an ounce. So that is reasonably priced in general for what you're getting here. Again, it's the quality of the coffee. I went online and I did a quick search and I did see some of them that were selling like 7 ounces for $33, which comes out to $4.70 an ounce roughly. So I'm sure there's other ones out there that are more expensive, less expensive, or whatever. This came directly from Hawaii, so I didn't pay the shipping costs. And I think that, it's a good price. It is a little odd to me. I mean, people in Hawaii, they shouldn't have to pay as much. It's like the people in California that pay crazy prices for the gas that's produced. They have a gas refinery right there, but whatever. Maybe it's the taxes. I don't know. So we're going to let this brew up and we're going to give it a smell. We are back. It is brewed and let's give it a sniff. Okay. Very, very excited, guys. Yay. Very nice. Very dark coloration there. There's a little bit of the tan foam around it. Not quite as chocolatey as it smelled before it was brewed. It's a little spicy flavor, smell going on there. Very interesting. Unique, definitely unique. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Excelsa, smell-wise. Wonder what that's about. Anyway, cheers. Let's give it its first taste. Oh my God. It just like jumped out of the coffee mug into my mouth and on my tongue like it was alive. Wow, definitely reminding me of the Excelsa. Very, very rich. Okay, so let's start off at the beginning. There's no bitterness, sourness, excuse me, with like a light roast coffee. You're not getting the sourness, so I don't really taste a lot of fruitiness. And I don't know if that's the beans or the roast, but at medium roast, you usually do get some of that. Okay. So it's a very smooth coffee, guys. Very, very, very smooth. I'm assuming that is the 100% coffee part of it, like why it's so sought after. It's a very easy drinking coffee, and it's some chocolate taste to that, like dark chocolate. This is very good. Now, it's a little too expensive to fall under the everyday drinker category, but and it's a little. I will say this for my personal taste, it's a little too rich for me. I like the lighter roasts, and I like to taste the actual beans, and almost taste the dirt and the flavorings because you really get the fruity flavorings from it. So that being said, it's a little too rich and dark chocolatey for my everyday drinking taste, but it's a very good coffee. It's definitely something you should try. 100% must if you're a coffee drinker. Yep. So there you go, guys. 100% Hawaiian coffee. I definitely, so if you're going to try this, if you're going to buy it, it's expensive, it's worth it. At least do it once. Put it on your coffee notches on your bedpost and say you had it, kind of a thing, and enjoy it while it lasts. I would not necessarily, unless you have a lot of money, go out and keep buying it over and over again, because unless you have somebody flying to Hawaii to get it, even then it's $30. You're going to find it online. You're spending at least 40 or more dollars after shipping and everything else. It's probably close to 50 for the coffee. So enjoy it, and then go on to something else unless you can afford it. So be very careful with the amount of water you put in. As I've said before, you're going to have to give it a little try a couple times, the first couple times or whatever, to get it right. But when you're dealing with coffee that's expensive, it's worth it to fine tune it. And then once you find that amount of water that you use, stay with it, because it's going to vary depending on the coffee. So that's it for me. Enjoying my very first cup of 100% Hawaiian coffee. I hope you enjoyed this episode. A lot more interesting stuff coming up. Please like and subscribe. And as always, enjoy your coffee. I hope your month, I think this is probably April, if my calculations are correct, maybe May. That being said, I hope it's going awesome. I hope you're having an awesome 2025. I know it's rough out there. Make sure it's okay in here. And that being said, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.